Today we're talking about everybody's favorite effect, reverb. We're going to be talking about better ways to use it. By the end of this video, you'll be a wizard at using reverb. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? My name's Noah, and you are watching The Productive Producer. Why am I doing this with my hands? So before we get started, I want to mention, as always, my free finishing music checklist is in the description of this video. If you're watching The Productive Producer for the first time, welcome. This channel is geared specifically for the producer, the music producer who wants to get better, who wants to improve their workflow and improve their career. The free finishing music checklist that I made that encompasses a bunch of different techniques and mindsets to have when you're finishing music. It's helped a lot of people already, and I hope it helps you too. The link for that is in the description of this video. So let's talk about reverb. Everyone likes reverb. We can't get enough of reverb, but is there a scenario where we could add too much reverb? Yes, there is. First, I want to talk about managing the amount of reverb you use and how we can use that creatively. So let's go into Ableton real quick. So the first thing I want to talk about is using reverb not only as a spatial effect where we give something space, we're going to talk about that in a second, but as a sound design effect as well. So let's take this chord progression here. It's really simple, just a sawtooth wave, some unison, and we're got an LFO on that level there. It's essentially making it sound like we have reverb on it already. Well, what if we wanted to smooth that over? Let's go over to our reverb here. We brought the decay as far down as it can go, the size all the way down, and the mix all the way up. So before is what it sounds like. Now let's listen to it after. Notice we didn't add we brought the decay time down pretty much all the way. So you could use reverb not only to add space to your mix, but also give your sounds a more lush quality, and it's really great for pads too, doing that. Now let's talk about sends and returns. And essentially what return tracks are is it's running your effects in parallel. Now I'm using the same reverb right here. This is from Virtual Riot, but it's using the Ableton reverb in here. Normally we have a knob right down here where you can see it says reverb right there, but what this is this is the dry wet. This is the how much affected signal versus dry signal we have. So let's listen to this vocal here.
I can show you what love is supposed to feel like.
So normally we add a little bit of reverb.
I can show you what love is supposed to feel like.
And now it sounds spacey and sounds cool, right? What we have to recognize when we're adding reverb directly onto a channel like this, we are sacrificing some of the original signal for that reverberated signal, right? So when we bring this up to 25%, that means 3/4 of our signal is unaffected, but that 25% is still affected. So using our reverb on a send, if we go down here, you can notice that my effect is all the way up. When I'm using send effects or return effects, I want the dry wet to be at 100% every time for all effects. And the reason for that is because we're going to be running them in parallel with each other, meaning they're both going to be playing at the same exact time. This one, the dry signal, and this one, the wet signal. So we're not losing any of that power. So if we bring this up,
I can show you what love is supposed to feel like. I can show you what love is supposed to feel like.
We're not losing any of that original sound where we've got them both playing at the same time. So using reverb in this way will help maintain the integrity of your sounds while still giving that spatial effect. And here's my last reverb tip. We can use reverb creatively as sort of a movement effect rather than just a spatial effect. So check this out. I've got this loop already made, just like on those cooking shows where they put it in the oven, but we got this one already made. Same deal here. So let's take a listen to it. I've got the reverb off here, and I'm just using the standard Ableton reverb here. We're nothing fancy. We're just the standard Ableton reverb. We'll go over the settings in a minute, but let's take a listen.
pretty cool.
It sounds cool right now, but it could sound a little bit better, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this guy on. And what I did here is I cut the highs, like the super ultra highs, and I bumped the decay time up to like 5 seconds here. And you could sort of mess around with all these settings here. I bumped the diffuse up, I bumped the reflect up. I want this to be just a washed out reverb sound. And you can see what we're going to do here in a second. So I'm going to press A here, and I'm going to turn on the automation mode so you can see what I did here. I've got the reverb slowly creeping up here as the buildup progresses. And we can even probably curve this a little bit. And then I have it sort of whipping into the snare. So when it goes... So now we've got that cool movement effect, and it's something real easy we could do. We could just throw on the reverb, throw on the OTT afterwards, and that OTT compresses the reverb and makes it sound even bigger. So those are a couple of things that I think that every producer should know about reverb, and I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more videos, because I'm making more videos like this every Friday. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next Friday. Peace.